Hi, how are you? It is Wednesday, September 24th, and I thought I'd do a video from the square this time. It's been a while since I've been down here. As you can see, weather is beautiful. It's cold in the morning though. What do I mean by cold? 8-9 degrees. It's maybe a little bit cold for shorts and t-shirts, but you know, you need a little bit of a jacket in the morning, and then if you're walking, you may get by with shorts. But in the afternoon or about noon, it's 12:15 right now. The weather is good. It's about 20 degrees, maybe 19, 20. As you can hear, the Piper is going and the crowds are here. I was actually looking at the Pilgrim statistics. I'll put it up on the screen. And if I understand this graphic correctly, it seems like almost this past week is the busiest week pilgrim-wise, Compostella-wise, of the whole year. We've just passed 430,000 pilgrims. Sorry, 430,000 Compostellas. Probably a lot more pilgrims because many don't get the Compostella. Which is up 4.5%. Is that what I have? Yeah, 4.5%. From last year. So it seems like it's pilgrim-wise is good. I saw something in the paper this morning that the hotels in Santiago were not that happy with the season. They've had an occupational rate of about 77% this summer, which for them was low. I thought that was pretty high, but you know, they weren't that satisfied with it. But anyway, probably because of less tourists, not so much blaming any lack of pilgrims, because as you can see, we're up 4.5%. So what else is going on? There's no fires now, although we had a little bit of a scare a few days ago. 3-4 days ago, there was a little fire that came up in at the end of the Invierno, I think it was, close to Ribera Sacra. And it got turned out pretty fast. But I had someone in the other day. He just walked in from the Invierno and arrived in Santiago, and he said that of course there was a lot of burnt ground, but the Invierno is walkable if you want to walk it. My worry was that I wasn't sure if a lot of villages would have maybe lost power because of the fire, but it seems like it's fine. Then I had people in this morning saying that they walked from Tui, and the Tui was so busy that they've never seen. Tui is the new Sarria, they mentioned, and I said, yes, I know, because I've been hearing the same thing. And they were saying that they had, at one place they wanted to stop and have a coffee, and it was like a half-hour wait at that one place. So I think it also is true that, as my graph showed, this week on this part of September is the busiest the Camino is right now, which means Tui, Santiago is busy. These days, the next few days and the past few days, it's extra busy just because there's so many pilgrims decided to walk in September and walk in these days. So I've heard from people doing the Sarria to Santiago as well. They have said it's busy, but it's not that busy. And before Sarria, it's slow. So I think the Frances is becoming a very interesting option if you are wanting to walk the Camino and want to get away from the crowd. Maybe go to the Frances. Can you believe that? That's something new. The ones that came in from Sarria and arrived yesterday said actually it wasn't that bad from Sarria, but the last stage into Santiago was quite busy. And that's interesting because that means people are maybe taking advantage of the new Compostela rule, which says you could walk any stage as long as it's on a recognized Camino, maybe 80 kilometers anywhere and then do the last bit into Santiago, the last stage, maybe 20 or so kilometers, so that in total makes it 100. And if you do that, you'll get the Compostela. And remember, we had this big thing in the spring when they made the change, that we weren't really sure how they would handle it. I haven't heard any complaints about the new rules. I think the Pilgrim's office is very relaxed and just lenient, giving Compostela to anyone that they see that there's a little bit of effort and that they've done the 100 kilometers either here in Galicia or before. As long as you walk the last bit into town, you should be fine, as long as it totals over 100. Now, I also mentioned a few weeks ago that we can't ship anything to the US anymore with the postal service, with Correos, which is true. Although I was on a call with Correos the other day, and they're working on a solution. So I hope I should be able to ship guidebooks with post office again to the US I'm hoping next week, but it really doesn't depend on me, so I'm hoping. And I was also been told that the US is not charging any import fees on books. So if that's true, you can still buy guidebooks as before, as long as I declare them as books, what I'm sending, and of course I will. So that's good news. What else? I've gotten some new ponchos in. The Altus poncho is coming in new colors now. There's the red one, which is a favorite, is going they're not out of stock. They're not making more of the red ones, which I told my representative, that's a big mistake, because that's a favorite among pilgrims, because it has this color that, stands out in the rain and the dark mornings. The new colors are darker. There's like an avocado dark, and then like a greenish dark color. And I have it coming to me now. I have it in the office in the next few days. So if you order on my store now, I should be able to ship them as soon as they come in. I'm hoping on Monday or Tuesday. And that's it pretty much. As you can see, the reforms on the Parador is still going on. It looks like the people on top there taking down some scaffolding. That's good news. I had some complaint about some people that stayed in the Parador but wasn't really too happy with the having to live inside a scaffolding like that. But they need to take care of that building too. So that's it. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to walk back to the office. There might be a little bit of a line going into Mass. I'll have a look and see how long the line is. So if you want to, just hang in there and we'll walk up and see. That's about it. Hope things are good where you are. Stay safe. Ciao, ciao. Gracias. Right here on that corner, they give out day trips to Finisterre. So if you're interested, just go by that corner, and they usually give out flyers with information. Let's have a look at the line, see what it looks like. It's not that bad. I've seen worse. You don't have to go far from the cathedral to find a quiet spot, and that's good. Anyway, here I am. Stay safe, ciao ciao.